heard about a small, secluded village with a supposedly cursed well, I couldn't resist the call to investigate. As I entered the village, the residents cast wary, suspicious glances at me. There was an eerie hush, a sort of unspoken warning in their eyes. Soon, I saw it, a massive, ancient stone well at the center of the village square, roped off as if to keep people away. The locals avoided it like the plague, crossing to the other side of the street rather than getting close. Something about the well pulled me in, a dark curiosity that stirred within. As I approached the well, an old man, his face etched with deep lines of fear, grabbed my arm. "Son, leave before it's too late. That well, it doesn't lead to water, it leads to something much darker." Many have heard whispers calling them from the depths, and those who answered, never returned. His voice trembled, and his warning was clear. Yet, my curiosity was stronger than his words. Despite my gut feeling, I dismissed his words as mere superstition. I was here for answers, and this well was the key. That night, I stayed at a small inn nearby. I couldn't sleep, feeling a strange pull toward the well. Around midnight, I started hearing whispers, faint, cold, and coming from the direction of the well. They were calling my name, softly at first, then louder, more insistent. I shivered, but the allure was undeniable. My mind raced with questions. Could these whispers be from lost souls? Or was there something even more sinister lurking within? The next day, I tried talking to the villagers, but most shut their doors or looked away, refusing to engage. Only one young woman spoke to me briefly. "The well is cursed," she said in a hushed tone. "My brother went near it one night, we found his shoes by the edge, but he was gone. They say the well opens a gateway to the underworld, and those who hear its call are lost forever." Her words left a chill in my bones, but my curiosity now bordered on obsession. I had to see what lay at the bottom. At dusk, when the village was empty, I approached the well. Peering over its edge, I saw nothing but an endless, dark abyss. Suddenly, a gust of cold air rushed up from the depths, filling my ears with faint wails. A strange, icy sensation crept over me, as if something unseen had brushed my skin. I recoiled, but I was more determined than ever. The well seemed to be beckoning, daring me to discover its secrets. Equipped with a rope and a flashlight, I returned to the well that night. Ignoring every ounce of fear, I lowered myself slowly into the darkness. The deeper I went, the more I felt a presence surrounding me, cold and oppressive. Shadows danced along the walls, and the air grew thick and suffocating. The whispers returned, now louder, echoing all around me in a language I couldn't understand. Every step down felt like a step closer to something unfathomable. At what seemed like an eternity later, I reached a ledge deep within the well. My flashlight flickered, casting weak light on an underground chamber. The walls were covered in symbols and crude drawings of skeletal figures clawing their way out of the earth. And then I saw them, faint, ghostly apparitions, their faces twisted in agony. They drifted aimlessly, bound to the well as if trapped for eternity. I realized with horror that these were the souls the villagers had spoken of, lost to the call of the underworld. Suddenly, I noticed a faint, glowing mist at the far end of the chamber, swirling as if it had a life of its own. It whispered, calling my name with a sinister softness. I was paralyzed by an overwhelming compulsion to follow it, to step closer and surrender myself to its pull. My heart pounded as I fought against the desire to obey, knowing that if I did, I'd become one of them, another soul bound to the well's curse. I gathered every bit of strength I had, turned away, and scrambled back toward the rope. The whispers grew louder, angry now, as if furious at my resistance. Shadows clung to me, cold and relentless, trying to pull me back. With my flashlight flickering wildly, I climbed up as fast as I could, refusing to look down, terrified that I'd see those ghostly faces reaching for me. Finally, gasping for breath, I emerged from the well, collapsing on the ground as dawn's light broke through the sky. As I sat on the ground, trembling and drenched in sweat, I realized I had escaped the well, but not its curse. Even now, I can still hear faint whispers calling my name, especially at night, reminding me of the darkness that lies below. The village elders avoid my gaze, and the well stands as it always has, silent, ancient, and waiting for its next victim. I left that village, but I know one thing for certain: once you hear the well's call, it never truly lets you go. The memory of that place haunts me to this day, a shadow that lurks at the edge of my mind, reminding me of the darkness that lies beneath the surface, waiting patiently for those who dare to seek it.